What is going on, everyone? Commodore Last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of the Haikyu Manga chapter 373. Now, the chapter's been out for some time. Shout out to the Viz, of course, providing chapters week in, week out, because they're performing God's work as they should be. What a day, man, it's been today, man. Look, I've had a very good day. Not only am I getting off work now an hour early and stuff, so I can be home to cover the greatness a little bit earlier. If not, I'll be on time, but at least I'll be a bit more, energized and all that. Not only did I get my holiday bonus, not only did my Niners come through 9-1, big time comeback against the Cardinals. Not only did my Raptors, coming off the West Coast trip 3-2, I know record doesn't look good, but considering the fact they didn't have Lowry, Ibaka, they finally have a bench. We got Hustle Jefferson coming off the bench, looking great. But the fact that I get to come home, I get the cover of Jump, we get a color page, and a chapter that has apparently been so hype that since Friday morning, I've been told yo, you need to peep the chapter ASAP. And I'm like, look, y'all know I switched up from the Fridays to Sundays so I can read the Viz and everything, and schedule reasons and stuff. But it's been in the back of my head, man. I'm at work and stuff doing my thing, and I'm like, yo, what is this chapter people are telling me that's supposed to be greatness? But enough of me talking. We gotta get into it, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's read Haikyu, man. I'm probably gonna check out the actual cover of the magazine and stuff afterwards, because you guys know if you read from the Viz, they don't have the actual English version. You have to actually go out and search for the Japanese version now, since they're doing the whole Shonen Jump Vault thing. So I'll see for myself after. All right. Yo, oh man, all right, we in here. This is gonna be a chapter, bro. Look at my boys. Look at my boy. Oh, he has Kageyama right on the back too. There's the V League and stuff. You see the markings and everything too. What is on the back of the backboard say? Won't be outdone. Oh, facts. I mean, more so on Hinata. He won't be outdone. Well, then again, you can factor that into Kageyama as well. But look at my boys. If this is I know of course the background you don't really see too much and stuff, but imagine my guys in Brazil training, but them more so when they come back to Tokyo and stuff, getting together and everything. You understand how badly I need the return to Tokyo arc, man. Them just coming back on some 3D2Y and just dap each other up, man. Double spread style and everything. I need that so badly, man. Just see those two together and everything, oh man. I don't even know if I want to use Kageyama for Avi or Hinata, man, but yo. We see chapter 373. There's no way he named the chapter that. Yo. What is this chapter that's awaiting me? Oh my god. This man. Declaration of War Part 2. Part 1, if I'm not mistaken, was the Shiratorizawa. After that, no, because I remember Abujo's side, for one of the chapters, it was stated that Declaration of War, and then it was said again. Well, this will be Part 3, though, technically, because this will be the third time we've seen this. Abujo's side, then afterwards, the Shiratorizawa, we saw Declaration of War. So would it be Part 3, or I guess they count that one, and then it's Part 1, and okay. I'm going to have to double back on that, but I'm pretty sure we've seen this at least 2 more times from there, but oh my god. I still have Ushichima's thing in my head. Sugiwa Daos. I'm coming for that ass. But let's go, man. Oh, okay, let me switch it up. Let me switch to the single pages in case, because you never know, man. I see something wild and I'm gonna lose it. Alright. So going back to, the thing with Oikawa and Hinata, because my man was out here trying to disrespect saying Jackie Chan. I'm like, yo, Ken Watanabe, man. Y'all never seen The Last Samurai, the Doctor back in the Godzilla films and stuff. Rao Asagul, I think his name was from Batman Begins. So, pour respect on Hinata and Oikawa. And it's slapped up. Papa set, one set agreed. Valuma Galdina, worth a round of drinks to the winner. Gabriel, 21 years old, 6'1", and Gino, 20 years old. Well, Gabriel and Gino get slapped up. He's like, nee? He's like, ay, aha. Imaro Cerveja. It's the buy me a drink, brothers. Oh, of course. You play them, you lose, you gotta pay up, man. It's pretty late, Let's win this quick and get it over with. Okay, Oikawa was a really like, game mode, bro. Spinning the ball, like, yo, it's time, man. Toss it straight up. See Hinata looking on. A jump serve. This guy is no common tourist. You see just going up. Translation. Oh, no, this is for the lettering thing. Wait, what? Oh! Okay. Because he's not used to the fact that he's playing on the beach, he's thinking he's playing in the gymnasium and stuff. Threw his game off for a sec, and then the ball goes right over. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, because I was like, wait, what the hell? Like, what happened here? Because it shows like he goes up, misses, goes down to the ground. Okay, I understand. He didn't understand the footing and stuff was a little off there because he's not playing in the gymnasium. It was the wind. Okay, take a hit, would ya? Take a hit like the wind. The wind took the ball. You know, Oikawa-san's a pretty funny guy. My God, man. The Gino serve now. So Oikawa-san, hop. He still comes right in, makes the receive. Yikes, I can't move in this stuff. Estimate where the ball will fall and make sure to account for the wind. Tangao Hinata, man's a dangerous person. And then carefully, gently, yes, that one felt good. Yeah, he goes for the hit. Goes right off the hands of, I think it's Gabriel. Fora, out. Oh, someone out. It's like, what? From what I remember, beach volleyball is really strict on all overhand touches. Refs supposedly call dribbles at the drop of a hat. So a dribble is a foul called when a player touches the ball twice in a row. Oh, because okay, of course, for 2v2 and stuff, that's the rules there. So right, if your fingers are too splayed, and when you put even a little spin on it, they'll call it every time. But you can't hold it too long either. Okay then. I'll grab it just a little more than normal. You see, there's a setup right there. Yeah, even I didn't pick up the stuff this fast on at first. Whoops, too close. Huh? Gabriel serve. And he sends a smack dab right up to where Hinata is. Did you get it? I think he got that. No, because it was a bluff. It's like, well, you're really good at serving. Did it go back up? Yeah, I think. Well, no, he got the point there. Okay, so what happened was that he was trying to look like he was gonna get it because it's so hard to tell because the sand and stuff. You're so used to like seeing like if it hits like the ground and stuff, seeing more of the impact. Okay, but he hits it right in the sand. It's like, wow, you're really good at serving. That's it. Flail and fluidity in the face of my give me a beer serve. Sicko. He gets him again. And they lost. Of course. Well, I mean, they're not used to playing beach volleyball, and the whole reason that Hinata's there is to be able to, add more to his game and stuff. So when he goes back, he's ready to prepare for tryouts and stuff. But then again, too, Oikawa's not used to it as well. But they basically got conned, is what just happened. They disrespected him, calling him Ken Watanabe, but they end up getting their Cerveja. If it's not Corona, then we got problems. Oikawa-san, how long are you going to be in Rio? Where are you staying? Let's trade contact info. Please. Calm down, jeez. The team is here for a week for some practice games. We're still staying at a hotel not far from here. Oh, then let's play again at the beach here. Your sets are super duper awesome, and I want to hit him again. This feeling so good. It's been so long. He's like, maybe I might possibly, if I can find this time. I'll find the time. If I somehow can make room in my schedule, I might not be entirely against the idea. He's like, thanks so much. This man loves his praise, bro. But then when he gets ridiculed like he did with his nephew and stuff, or his cousin, Wakagiyama, he's like, nah, you can't do that. He's like, still, aren't you afraid of getting used to the quirks of beach play? Beach play will come back to bite you on the regular court. For all that said, stand to dive on. Won't lunging on a hard course seem scarier? It does, lots. That's why I joined a local junior indoor team. You think of everything, don't you? You spend so much time working on and building up your skills on the court. Now you're going to set it all off to the side. Just to start over at level 1 on the beach. Doesn't it suck to be a beginner again? Well, if I'm being honest, I don't mind leveling up. No matter how hard or easy the skill, getting good at something new is always fun. Facts, man. Especially when it's something that is going to also kind of come into play with the thing that you're currently doing at the moment. Like, think for example, right? If I have to put it in this way. As someone who loves football, soccer and stuff, right? And there's playing on grass, there's playing on turf, there's playing in the sand and stuff, right? they're gonna play in different environments and stuff to see if there's ways you can up your game afterwards. Whether it be like in the way how you kind of like, your structure on the field, the way you move around and all that kind of stuff. You do these things to trying to like, amp your game up. So another reason why I love my son, man. No matter what it takes, man, he's gonna do whatever it takes because he finds fun in it as well. So if you convince yourself, I don't have to convince myself. It's like going home. Okay, so he ended up going back home after to see Pedro and stuff. I guess Pedro's like eating. He's like, huh? What the hell did he go grab? This is his room and stuff. He's looking at him. Wait a second, Skip! I saw the film go. Yo, no, let me get it. Let me go get it, Skip. Yo, this might be a first time and only, but screw it, baby. Not like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This man said, let me go get the best-selling manga in history, bro. Listen, I don't care if this time period is when Whole Cake Island's going on. It was a bummy arc, but we in here, man. Look at my guy. Like, Ken Vos Costa. Who's your favorite? Mine's is greatest MC of all time. The greatest MC of all time, man. My boy. He didn't say a bum from the bum chef in the kitchen. He said the man with the 3-sword style gang, baby. Yo. Oh, I love Hinata so much. This man pulled up the best-selling. Look at the best-selling manga history. My top 2, bro. God is good, man. My top 2 in a panel. My boy, my MC, holy, oh my God. God is good. He's like, El Zolo. He's like, mine is, well, I'm saying Zoro, but I'm not saying no damn Zolo in this house. He's looking, Pedro, for the love of God, if you're a Sanji fan, man, you execute yourself. Which one is that? He's bringing dress rolls. Also, he's catching up because right now they're in the Whole Cake Island during that time period. So I can respect it. He's doing like what I used to do like back in the time and stuff, and I was catching up with like Fishman Island and the manga and everything too. So I respect that. But as long as it's not Sanji, for the love of God, Pedro. He's like thinking to himself. He's looking. Como vão dizer que não dá se tiver que a escola em qualquer jeito? How can you choose one? I can't. If I had to, if I had to pick one. Elle est Luffy. Oh, okay. So pode ser elle. It's like, it's Luffy. I couldn't choose anyone but him. It's like, sorry. It's a bad question. I mean, it's not that bad, man. Listen, Luffy and Zoro top 2, man. As they should be. It's like, wait, I get it. Pedro is like Kenma. So what's your favorite video game? Oh, if I get, bro, listen to me, man. If I get One Piece and Metal Gear Solid in the same page, this is a top 5 chapter all time for Haikyu, man. Don't play with me right now. I've seen the flashback of Kenma, and this man stood up at night to go and play Metal Gear Solid. I don't care if it was 1, I don't care if it was 2, I don't care if it was Snake Eater. He's like, my favorite? He's like, my favorite. Can you at least narrow it down by genre? He's like, action games, fighters, RPGs, FPS. There's no way I can pick just one if you're going to lump all of them together like that. I'm sorry. There's too much heat out there, man. I understand where you're coming from, man. There's way too much greatness out there. You can't pick your top one. That's how I am, man. I have like literally like 4 games in my top 1. I have to make like a Mount Rushmore to signify that all 4 of them are supremely GOATs. If someone asked you what you eat on the last day of the world, would you be able to answer right away? Eggs over rice with some crispy grilled salmon and maybe a side of miso and mushroom soup. Oh, okay. These are my teaching aids. Also, he's showing them like the Dragon Ball and stuff. Which is the English cover there? Yeah, English and the Portuguese version there. I have anime that is in Portuguese. Yeah, you gotta kick this guy out of his own house. I don't even care if it's his crib. You gotta kick him out, Skip. When I said I have anime that is in Portuguese, it's Naruto and My Hero Academia. Do you want to watch? What a disrespectful man. This man pulled out the best-selling manga in history, and then your response is Naruto. Leave the house. Leave the country. Go. It's like, yeah. It's like, wow, Pedro, you speak Japanese really well. He's like all nervous. He's all smiling and everything. You gotta be happy too for Hinata at the same time, because now it's like, because he's making the effort to try to speak to someone who's like, from another country and stuff, and their language and everything. It's such a tough thing for him. But then seeing the communication now with Pedro and him and stuff, it's really nice. I hope, it'll be a really nice thing too, see if Pedro goes to Japan with Hinata, just to watch over him during like his trials and stuff with the, in hopes of getting with the national team. Or better yet, if he ends up, let's say, actually playing volleyball and stuff, and he goes for Brazil's team, that would be neat. If not, follow up my boy, man. Okay, so I guess like cleaning up and stuff now and everything. So Hinata, different things are going on with him now. So he's cleaning up the beach. He's still playing on some volleyball. We're seeing right now he's biking in the rain and everything that's going on. And now it's going back to the nighttime. Oh, okay. Oh, so they're gonna play up again. Okay. Genta gana, vos paga prontina. Even if we win, you owe us protein drinks. He's like, tudo bem. He's like, all good. Lavão eles do novo. Vai pagar cerveja japa. He's like, look over there to buy me a drink. Brothers are at it with another pair of tourists. The same was though. Atunal pega Osaka de Gabriel. It's not easy feat to Gabriel serve on the bad side. The bad side of the core is upwind side. The good side is the downwind side. Hitting the ball into the wind makes it move more erratically, which is considered advantageous. Okay, so wind direction. Oh, wait, double spread time? Let me see this. And you see the reaction, my boy's observation Haikyu, boy. Boom! Sends it right back up. He's like, huh? What? I did it! He's like, I don't mind leveling goes. He went back to what he was saying early in the chopper. He's like, ha, nice dig. Tailwind, huh? He sets him up right there. Yo. He's a little too far from the net. He sends him right to Hinata. Does he get it? The wind. Ha. Got it. Yo, the first ever set quick from Oikawa to Hinata, and he gets it right past them. He's like, yeah. Dub. Oh, man. I never thought we would actually get to see something like this, though, ever. Man, what a chapter this is right now. I'm not even done. Next page. Well, let me go switch to the single now because there's a lot of text. No matter how good the set feels for me, there's no point if it isn't easy for the hitter to the net to hit. Unlike mine and Oikawa-san's set had everything. It was just high enough to account for his hitter needing to get back up after that dig. It was just far enough from the net to give the hitter a clear view of the blockers. And of course, it was adjusted perfectly for the wind too. He thought through to what comes next on every step. No matter where in the world he is, no matter how many people are on his team, he doesn't change. Let's see you dig my floater. Man, the Great King is just too amazingly awesome for words. I appreciate the greatness. When you dedicate yourself to pushing yourself higher, you're going to have to expect the hard times outweigh the fun. That is facts, man. Because sometimes there's days that you don't want to go out there and do anything in general, man, in terms of training and everything. But the moment that you start doing that and you start putting into your game afterwards, man, the fun comes in after. It makes everything worth it. Oh, wait. I thought it was from back then and everything. But no, this is currently from the V-League. From the V-League and stuff when he was playing. He's like, Shalara reunions paso las tres. Que abogada tenía planes. He just showed how I am right now. I have no idea what he just said, but it gets to the point where you begin to believe that if it isn't hard, if it isn't rough, then you are giving everything you can, yet without any rhythm or reason. Yo, Iwaizumi. From time to time, something fun will just hit out of nowhere, and then going back to the old days. It's that fun that keeps pulling me onward. Turn back the clock. And little Oikawa, bro. Volleyball is fun. He's like, I did it. His first ever. Oh, man. We haven't gotten that many panels in 3 to 4 years. And look at the greatness we're getting here, man. Every time I forget that, it comes back to remind me. It's like, shut up. In volleyball, you can't let the ball hit the floor. You can't hold the ball either. It's a sport where you must connect with your teammates. But this is beach volleyball. There aren't 6 out here. There's only 2. You have to connect. We have to go back to the very basics of volleyball. We learn from the ground up. One more time. And that's the end of the chapter, man. Oh boy, yo. Yo. That was heat. That was absolutely fire, man. For so long, I wanted to see more from Oikawa. And in these past few chapters that we've gotten, my respect for the Great King rises even further. And it's just not even just for what he did for himself, but it's almost like lessons too for a lot of us who've been in that point in time in our lives where he's at right now, or we're about to get into it. He knows the word, even for Hinata at the same time too. It's doing the beach volleyball stuff. Again, you're going back to zero and stuff starting off. Everything starts from zero. Metal Gear quote for those of you guys know. But to see from his perspective too, and the way he said it, and it's something I agree with completely. It's if you don't put the effort in, you don't feel like it's hard or anything like that. It's because you're not putting in that much of effort into your game to want to improve yourself and become better. And yeah, there's going to be hard times, definitely. There's going to be times that you want to quit, just give up and not do anything else after the fact. But the moment that you start to see that it starts to click, you're enjoying yourself, the fun comes afterwards, and you're just seeing the rewind, which I love how Furudate just did that, man. Going back to show you when it all started, going from where he is in the V League, back to high school, back to his days middle school, and then afterwards going right to him as a little kid getting his first set, man. And Hinata taking those words into consideration and stuff, and he knows, yeah, for me to get back and do what I need to do, man, you gotta take it all the way down to 0. What a chapter. Personal bias, man. This is a top 10 chapter. I don't care. Personal bias is in effect. This is a top 10 chapter to me, man. Absolute greatness. You already know, based on that fact, you know what my rating is, man. But yo, I gotta see what this cover is gonna look like too, so I can actually have the mental image. I gotta talk to my boy Son if he can color that panel, man, because I need that in color. That's holding a cover of the best-selling manga in history, man. My top 2 favorite manga to read weekly in one panel. I couldn't ask for anything else more, man. But yo, 10 out of 10 greatness. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know if there's anything in the chapter you guys want to talk about that I didn't, go too much into detail about it, that you want to talk about, you feel was very important to go over. And even just, what Oikawa was saying, any experiences that you have and stuff in regards to, what he has been through and even what Hinata's going through. If you've been in a similar situation, you felt like this stuff connects with you as well, share with me what you have down in the comments in regards to that. But like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of what is to be the the final arc of Haikyu. We're going to be here week in and week out, man. If you want to be a part of that experience, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandor, stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, man, chapter 374. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is going to go down, man. If we're going to get more of Oikawa and Hinata, if we're going to see, just from Hinata's point of view, if we're going to switch up to Kageyama and see what's going on back in Japan and stuff. I don't know. But all I know is that this final arc, man, is absolutely slapping, and I cannot wait to see what else is coming my way, man. So, Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we go.